Hi Chantel. This in front of you here is the spreadsheet that we'll be using to import all your products. So the quick run through of how it's going to be set up. Your product title would be 13mm O-ring. Okay, then your long description is a very in-depth description. For example, how long it would last, the colors, when to replace it, what's the ideal purpose of this O-ring, those kind of things. The short description is something short and sweet. Will be 13mm O-ring, perfect for a forklift or any hydraulic shaft, those kind of things. Your focus keyword, that would be your title. That is what Google's going to pick up. Your meta description normally is half of your long description. So if your long description is this O-ring is perfect for a forklift truck and holds a pressure of 13 psi within the hydraulic shafts, what you would do is in the meta description you would turn around and say 13mm O-ring holds 13 psi in hydraulic shaft for forklift. So you break it down a little bit. Those 13mm, the 13 psi hydraulic shaft, and the forklift are all functioning as key phrases for Google to pick up. This would obviously be your price. So 16 Rand, for example, your sale price. If you wanted it on sale, you could make it 12. Alright, so now this one cannot be larger than this one. So please make sure that this is larger than the sale price. Otherwise, the system will throw it out and we'll get errors when we're importing the products. With your categories, this is going to be very important. So you're going to have a main category, for example, will be O-rings, just like this. Okay, then if there's a subcategory underneath it, now forgive me for my terminology. So if it would be O-rings, then the subcategory is going to be trucks. Then the next subcategory is going to be 13mm. Then the next subcategory is going to be black, like that. So as you can see, O-rings is the main category. Then the subcategory under O-rings is trucks. Then the subcategory is 13mm, and then it's black after that. So now that gives us our hierarchy for our categories. So if you, for example, if that's the product the categories hierarchy that we're going to need for this product, and you only put that in, when we come to import it, the system will go, okay, there's only one category, it needs to go under O-rings, and all your O-rings, all your products that you will go under O-rings, and not all the individual subcategories. So please make sure that when you do it, it will be put under each subcategory will have a comma afterwards. Your tags are very important. This is going to help with Google, and this is also going to help with your search feature that we're busy building for you. So this would be 13mm, comma, because now that's now that's one tag. Then it would be space, then O-ring, comma, then shaft, comma, then oil, comma. You see, so now when we come to import that, those are 4 tags. If we don't put the commas, what will happen is that the system will see that as one tag, one long ugly tag. All right, so please make sure that there are commas after each one. Oh, it looks like we've got a double one. Focus keyword in here obviously would be your 13mm, as self-explanatory. So you can just delete this column. Your product image. Now your product image, when we are busy importing it, there's going to be 2 ways. I will send you, once the system is set up, I will send you another finalized import sheet that will link to your Google Drive, so that you will be able to just put it in your Google Drive, and there'll be one more step that you'll have to do. But for this purpose here, what I'm going to need you to do for me, please, is when it comes to your images, if it's a 13mm O-ring, and let's say you have 3 of them, if you can please name the image 13mm O-ring-1, and then your next one would be 13mm O-ring dash 2. That way when I come to import it, I know that 1 goes for the first one, 2 goes for the second one, if that makes sense. Then the weight, obviously this will work in kilograms. So if it's 1 kg, it will be 1. If it's 100 grams, it will be 0.1, like that. And then the system will put that as a weight. The length, obviously that's going to be a little bit different for an O-ring, but if you do have the length, you would put in there. It works in, I'm going to set up the system to work in millimeters, because I know the industrial side you work in millimeters rather than centimeters. And then you put your length in and you put your width in. Okay, so your width would be, I'm assuming, 13 mils, like that. And your length would be 10. I'm hoping I'm correct there, but that would be your weight and length and width. So that is how you add products to your product sheet. If you get stuck, please send me a WhatsApp or give me a phone call, and I'll gladly assist you.